at Shenandoah again, and you wouldn't believe it that this is the second time that I've showed up and the station's closed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check in. Alright, so open this bad boy up. They have more items in here than the last time. Last time it was just the permit that was in here. Alright, so I filled out my permit. So what I'm going to do is rip it up and you put it in here like so. So I'm just going to do a simple one night. Slide it in there, good to go. Now, you want to put the permit on your backpack or keep it on you some way, some form, the tent, you, backpack, however you want to do it. I'm just going to slide mine in my pocket because I don't want to lose this nor get fined. So I'll just slide in my pocket, keep the wires there, and no harm, no foul. If I get stopped, I'll just show them that. So pretty much I don't have to say any words of what I'm about to do. Unfortunately, I don't have Baby Bear with me here today. He wasn't up to it, so it's going to be a solo hike. Objectives: survive one night and test out some new gear that I've actually purchased because they failed attempt on the last overnight hike up here. Getting started. You know how I like to do it. So when you leave this parking lot, okay, you're gonna have to cross this road. Apparently you're gonna come up and jump on the 18th. That is southbound. We're going northbound. Giving on to God. Bless me for today. Yeah, I know. I did it earlier, I should think. That's in dedication to Him. But first and foremost, you always gotta give that honor to God. He's the reason why I'm able to do this. So you know how I like to do. I like to show you guys the first couple of steps of what we're dealing with. Second road crossing. Pretty excited. Like a kid in the candy store. Boy, I tell you. And if everyone's wondering, it's 18 degrees right now. I took a look at the thermometer back at the station as I was coming in to register. Max was like a 45. So we're really gonna see if my new sleeping bag really works today. Here we go. Look like we're going to the shelter. Let's see. Because I haven't seen anything yet directing me to go down. Does look like a T-way though. Oh, we got multiple avenues. Let's check this out. Let's see. That's going down one way. So, if you look closely enough, got a shade. There you go. We go that way, we're going down to the hut, which I'm hoping that is open. I really want to start a fire right now. I go that way, I'm on the AT. Now, tomorrow, Jarman Gap, 12.2. Back that way. I don't know what's this way. That's nothing. I guess that used to be something. That's blue. And then that looks like it's... Okay, that's nothing. So, it's like pretty much a trident in the road. So I'm gonna go to the shelter, which is good. Gives me a chance to regroup. And then tomorrow when I come up, we're going in that direction, which I'm gonna get up early so I can conquer this and get back home as soon as possible. So yeah, so let's do that. You know the sucky thing about this? I have to come up it tomorrow. Oh, the shelter's good. The fire pit's facing in. Oh, the last time, oh, this is so cool. This is so freaking cool. Oh, yeah. Oh man, this is so freaking cool. Never ever been in a shelter before. Alright, so I know I'm acting like a kid in a candy store, but I've never had the opportunity to actually hang out in the shelter before. I don't plan on staying in the shelter, only because there are rats. I have a tent, that's why I'm carrying it, so I'm gonna use it. But this is actually pretty cool because everything's close by. The only thing I don't see is water. And I want to say it's behind me, but looks pretty dry. Yeah, it's pretty dry. That if what's behind me, and I'll show you guys real quick. If that's the creek, I'm glad I brought my 2 liters, like I said before. The problem is, or the problem that I'm going to have the problem I'm going to have is tomorrow. So I gotta make sure I drink enough to get me going for today, and then save some for tomorrow. So yeah, just to show you real quick, that right there is your bear poles. Put your food up there. I don't have to worry about it because I got bear canister. But what I will do is I will put my bear canister right up there. You got 2 bear poles here, that's good. So I'm actually gonna camp right there. Move some of them rocks, set up my tent right there. I'm gonna check this privy out real quick. Like I said, this is all new to me. And this is actually, I'm kind of glad I'm doing this now, so when I bring baby bear with me, there's no issues. That would be a good hammock spot right there. I'm literally freezing. My hands are freezing. Should have brought some different sets of gloves. Yeah. So that's the privy. I'm gonna have to get used to this if I plan on wood shavings. If I plan on hiking the AT. So I'll be the first to admit, I am a prima donna. I'm gonna have to get used to that when I decide to hike the trail. That's gonna be something that I might have to become accustomed to. That's the reason why I'm doing this stuff now. Finally get the fire going. Man, was it an emotional experience. My feet are freezing. Definitely gotta change socks into some warmer socks. Okay, so what I can tell you is, like I said before, that was an emotional experience. I wanted a fire, and I was struggling on getting it. I was able to get a hold of the wife. The satellites were aligned perfectly, but then I lost her. And so I'm gonna attend to this. Excuse me. Sorry about that. So I'm gonna attend to this fire to get it nice and strong, and then I'm gonna set my campsite up. There's a lot of campsites up here, believe it or not. I walked down further that way, and if you actually go back up there, there are a bunch of campsites. So I'm pretty impressed with this place. This would be nice during the summertime, but extremely. I mean, it's nice now, but it'll be extremely nice during the summertime. So I'm actually pretty good with it. But I'm gonna set right there, so that way I'm the closer to the fire. Glad I bought some water because there's no water. I was actually looking around, there's no water. I had to use 2 tampons, some sawdust, some leaves to get the fire to catch. And as you can see right now, it's doing great. It's actually catching. I gotta put some more. I gotta put some more sticks on it to get it to catch. So what I'm now getting the trick to doing is not just like throwing it on there, but I'm putting it over the fire, so that way it actually, you know, gets nice and warm and it catches. So, and then once I see that it catches, you know, I'll just lay it on top. I think well, I was throwing it on top before. Now what I'm doing, I'm just laying it on top. I was kind of afraid of getting burnt, but I guess the only way to actually get the fire you want is you gotta get real intimate with it. Guess it's why they say it's like making love to a woman. You gotta give it what it wants. Baby, I have figured out our relationship problems. I must treat you like fire. Whew. Whew. That heat. That fire does a lot. So, but that being said, let me attend to the fire some more. Let me get the camp set up, and then I'm gonna eat some Mountain House. But not the Mountain House, but some Mountain House type stuff. I don't know what it is. My wife bought it. I'll just look at it later. So look, I'm too concerned with my fire. Now my stinking watering hose, if you can see, it froze. So now I gotta figure out how to unfreeze my water. Glad I got the fire going. Lessons learned. Lessons learned. So the cool thing about the fact of my, let me adjust the angle just a little bit. Sorry folks. Whew. Yeah. Cool thing about my sleeping bag being so small, I have a lot of room. Oh, I forgot about that. Shoot. I got a lot of room to actually put more stuff in my bag. You know, totally forgot about this. Help me keep some of the heat in. Oh yeah, the fire's roaring. The fire's really starting to catch now. I'm glad I bought these pants. Let's get some food out. That's the sun going down. In the distance, you can see my tent. I got everything set up. I keep looking around, thinking that someone's gonna show up, but no one's gonna show up. There's no one that is showing up. I'm literally in the middle of nowhere. Psychologically, I can see how this messes with a person's mind. Just like that. As you can see down there, there's the fire. Some survivalist somewhere is probably looking at this channel, or one day we'll look at this channel and be like, man, this kid is unbelievable. Like, he is shooting himself in the foot, some of the stuff that he's doing. But you know what, though? That's why I'm out here. Get them coals up. Get some coals up. That's why I'm out here. To learn this stuff. I mean, I'm not going to learn to sit at home watching Les Strauss do it. So it makes sense to freaking go ahead and I start doing it. There it is. Yep, I got that fire back, baby. Fire! Huh, huh. Fire! Oh, no, that's not where I want you. There you go. Hose is coming along. My feet are so cold. I'm actually standing in the fire and my feet are warming up. I know it's not the safest thing to do. That's why I'm staying back, or, you know, couple, like a foot. But either way, it's working. All right, so far so good today. It's been very trying. doing something I've never really done before. And I'm very proud of myself. Psychologically, I know I can do it, but just right now, my heart really is not into it. Physically, my back is bothering me, and my feet were cold earlier, which I just figured out how to get them from being cold. So I'm about to change socks, dry socks, so I can put my feet in and put my little reflective thing in. So on and so forth. Equipment-wise, the tent is fine. Batteries, of course, are doing well that are on me. I have to get the batteries out of the backpack and put them on me as I sleep tonight. Phone reception's okay. My hydro pack is messed up, and that worries me a little bit because that's my water, and I can't really get to my water because my hose is jacked up, and it's my whole system failed. I still have water. I just don't know right now. So I'm gonna see what happens tomorrow. For my bladder, which is right here, what I'm doing is I'm wrapping it in my thermals because I'm not changing. I'm staying in my clothes that I have on right now because I'm warm. So I'm gonna wrap it in my thermals and tie it, put it in a plastic bag right here, so that way, if you guys can see that. If not, I'll show you tomorrow. At least that way, overall. Trying to get the light. Okay. At least that way, overall, you guys are good, and you guys can see that I'm good. So it's been fun, but it hasn't been fun. My heart wasn't into it, but I'm glad I'm out here because you know what? It's another day. I'm taking the good with the bad, and I'm embracing the suck. So you probably can't see me, and that's okay. I understand that. Time now is about 6:30. I'm hiking out extremely early, primarily because I had equipment failure. I have to get back to the car to get some water, and on top of that, my feet are really freezing, and I don't want frostbite to take in. So I'm a mile away from the car. Kind of sucks I won't be able to get on top of the mountains, but the way I look at it is rather safe than sorry. Once the equipment starts to fail, you kind of got to look at the situation as, is it worth it? I looked at it as, no, it's not. I can always come back. And what this shows me is that the equipment that I had, you know, not multiple equipments, the water is the primary thing that I'm always concerned with. And then before everyone acts, you know, start thinking to themselves like, well, what about the streams? Well, I'm at a shelter, Blackrock shelter, which is a pretty nice shelter, but it's bone dry. Bone dry. I mean, bone dry. So, before something drastic happens, I'm going to go ahead and call it, get on back to the car. I may or may not go down to Beagle Gap and do that because it's like a half-a-mile trail. I want to get some scenery or something like that. But I have water and I'm back at the car and I can let my body warm up for a minute. And I can let the sun rise when the sun gets there. Do like a half an hour up and back. Don't even have to carry my backpack. I just carry my camera gear. So with that being said, let's get this started. All right, so back at the Trident. AT is right in front of me. 0.7 miles to go to Blackrock. Wow, I hiked less than that. It kicked my butt like it was. Huh. So, yeah, this might be stupid of me, but I'm like 0.6 miles from Blackrock Summit. I know it's early, and the sun's starting to come up behind me. I'm a mile away from the car. It's not bad. I'm on a well-established trail. Huh. I wonder, where's the AT at? Because I don't read it on here. Might just, it is the AT. Oh. Interesting. I'm 9.2 miles away from Ivory Creek Springs. We all remember that, right? Definitely remember that. Baby Bear and I were there the other day. Well, you know what? I'm gonna go this 0.6 miles to the summit, see what I can see. I got a good strong headlamp, just changed out the batteries. The sun's starting to come up too. And since I'm less than a mile for the whole thing, I actually feel stupid because I said I did a mile in. Yeah, since I'm within a mile, I'm gonna risk this one, just so I can get a view. You know, really starting to warm up. And I know about the frostbite. My legs are starting to warm up too. My feet are starting to warm up too, so my feet are warming up. So I want to check this out and see what we have to offer. Alright, here we go. If you can't see, I'll describe to you what's going on. I got a post in front of me, about a couple of feet. So obviously I'm coming to the summit. Summit's dead ahead. And then from here, I think this is a fire road, because it's crazy big. Let's read real quick. Trafoot Mountain Trail, Furnace Mountain Trail, Payne Run Trail, Blackrock Summit Parking. That's interesting. 0.4 miles. So where was I at before? Appalachian Trail, Blackrock Summit, 200 yards. Huts back there. Huh. A bit confusing. Either way you look at it, I'm gonna hit the summit and get back down. Yo, it's the sun. If you can see the sunrise behind me, it's wicked gorgeous. So I'm gonna buy a Shenandoah map because I'm up here enough to where I need to know where I'm going. I can plan this stuff out a whole lot better than like print stuff out online. I mean, nothing against the websites, but it's good to know like where everything's laid out and you can see the overlay of the entire park. I don't have a trail map. I mean, I do have a trail map, but it's on my phone. Well, I'm gonna have one printed out because I got one of Grayson Highlands, which I've never been yet. I've been trying to go there for so long. Sorry, forgot you guys can't see me. So yeah, I think I'm gonna buy a map and just plan it out. And I know what you guys are thinking. The Shenandoah maps they provide you, it's not detail. You need details. You need to see elevation, things of that nature. You know what am I climbing? So that way I have a better idea. Because now this intersection is very, 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 very confusing to me right now. And if it's a fast way to get back to the parking lot, yeah, I'll take it. But I doubt it. I strongly doubt it. That's the sunrise right there. I'm at the summit. God's country, like I said. God's country. Up there, nothing but a bunch of rocks, and I'm not climbing it. I'm by myself. It's cold. I don't feel like dealing with me falling. Oh man. Plus I got my backpack on. I really don't want to take it off. So I'm really proud of myself. I still gotta get back to the car. My feet are still frozen. My right one more than my left. My left been getting warm, but my right one, man, that one's been bothering me lately. And I think it might be because of my spine, my back. Excuse me. Because I notice when I sit in the car, it starts to tingle a little bit. And my back shifts every now and then. It cracks and whatnot. That's the only way I can get relieve the pressure on it. But I'm gonna go to the doctor and take a look at it. But overall, this is nice. Crazy nice. This is gorgeous. I'm gonna hang out a little longer, have the sun come up, and then show you guys a better view. So this ain't the parking lot. I kind of need that. I kind of knew that. This ain't the parking lot, and I kind of knew that. I should have known better. But the cool thing about it is that the trail I came down is parallel with the AT. So if I wanted to, I can get on the AT to get back up to the summit, and then from there hop back down and go to the car. So it's about, yeah, it's 7:36 right now. I mean, I'm good. You know, I'm well rested. I don't have food in my system, but I don't want to stop and eat right now because I really wanted to get warmed up. Which now I know that it's good to have some like power bar, Cliff Bar. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit this HE and go back up the same way. I'm not gonna go down this trail because if I do the loop, it's actually a mile. So that's, you know, getting in the workout today. If I'm gonna be here, I'm gonna make it worth my while. So my feet are doing fine now. Now it's my hands that are cold. Oh man, can't win to win. But it's okay though because my spirits are good. My spirits are good, so that's good. So that's going northbound, and this is going southbound, and we want to go southbound, so that's what we're going to do. So yeah, I might not be doing what I intended to do because it was supposed to be a 9.2 mile hike, you know, hitting up the trail. I want to say it's Trey Mountain Trail, but I'm out, and at this point I'm pretty much just throwing it to the wind, just doing what I choose to do, you know. Besides, I want to get back home. I promised my wife I'll spend some time with her today, and we hang out, and I really want to hug her, cuddle her. So I'm back where I started. I ended up doing the summit trip again. I had an option just to go right up the Blue Blaze, which was the trail I took to get down to the parking lot. But instead, I traveled 1.5 miles to get to the summit. That would be fun. It was. It was actually beautiful the second time around. So now I'm gonna go straight. Go back the way I came. So now that I'm up and moving, and I'm getting used to being, I'm comfortable right now being uncomfortable. I want to finish the trail. I want to do the whole 9.2. But let's be smart about this. I don't have the water. My feet are fine now. All the moving that I'm doing, I'm getting warmed. I got athletic socks on, and I got the wool socks that I wore the last time I got caught out here. But my hands, like I said before, they're free. So right now it's all downhill. There's no more climbing that I have to do. Everything is downhill. So if I just take my time, not get over anxious, not make a wrong turn on purpose to do a trail, I should be fine. So I want to show you guys this. Hopefully you'll be able to see it. Let's see. Can you see that? Hopefully you'll be able to see that. Let me stop walking, get to a point where I can stop walking so you can see what I see. That's gorgeous. So, and this is the terrain I'm going down. out here. So it's always been a dream of mine to hike on the Appalachian Trail. Ever since I don't know what triggered it, like the imprint that, you know, years later it came down to seeing August hike the trail. And it's kind of funny though, because I stumbled on him by accident, and believe it or not, I was looking at his 2012 material, and it's funny because he hiked 2015, but I was looking at his 2012 material, and it's funny because right after I got finished looking at all his videos, amazingly, he started hiking the trail in 2015. So, to me, looking back on it, it was meant for me to be out here, you know, as means of dealing with life, but be out here and hike this trail. So far, I've done, if anything, 6 miles. It's going to be 6 miles on the Appalachian Trail. Now, that doesn't seem like a lot, but to me, that's a lot, because it's been a dream of mine to hike the Appalachian Trail. And one day I plan on doing the whole trail in its entirety. But right now, I can honestly say that I'm satisfied. I'm happy. I think too many people go around in life not doing what they want in regards to achieving their goals. And I was one of them. I used to always say that I could not do that, or I wasn't meant to do that, or, you know, it's not meant for me to be that person, because I was afraid. And what happened this morning and what happened last night was an example of that, when I wanted to bail immediately. Now, don't get me wrong, it's different from when we went to Fraser Discovery Trail with that Ivory Creek shelter. It started to snow, I didn't have the right gear, and I had my son with me. It's not snowing right now. You know what I'm saying? Yes, and I still don't have all of the right gear. And even though I had equipment failure, excuse me, I was still able to do somewhat of a hike. Yeah, it's not a 9.2 hike. It's not a great grandiose hike. You know what I'm saying? I'm not pushing big miles like some of the other YouTubers that are out here. But it's my hike. It's my hike. And I'm doing what I can so I can get comfortable being uncomfortable with this. Because like I said, I'm from DC, PG County, Washington Metropolitan area, I'll say it like that. And you don't see majority of black people in PG County hike. I go home and I talk to my family, they're like, why are you out in the woods? You know, first thing comes to the mind is deliverance, you know. And to me, I think that's part of the reason why I'm doing this, is because I want to show to other African Americans, just like the Black Elation and then Logo and August did, that we can be blacking out here. Now, to all the rest of my YouTube subscribers, I'm not trying to make this a pro-black channel. That's not how I work. Okay, I have a lot of multicultural friends, a lot. Based on the job that I deal with different people every day. So, you know, it doesn't matter to me. Some of my best friends are white people. Now, that sounds like cliche, because if we were to say that, if y'all were to say some of my best friends are black people, we would just look at you like you're crazy. But you know what, though? No, the truth is, some of my best friends are white people, because I know for a fact I will put my life in their hands, and they'll make sure I come home safe, just like I make sure they come home safe. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely, you know. Besides, I don't live in DC no more, so I don't know a lot of black people like I used to. But either way you look at it, getting back to the topic at hand, I'm living my dream. I'm hiking the hike. I'm hiking this trail, and it may be in small steps. It's better than no steps, and that's why I want to bring my son out here to show him these things, because life's gonna kick you in the balls. Trust me, we all know this. And when my son looks back at this video showing his grandson years later, when I'm dead and gone, I'm going to tell you, grandson or granddaughter, life's going to kick you in the balls or the hoo-ha's. It's all on how you take it. You going to sit there and cry about it, or you going to get back up and get back on the saddle, or lace your boots up even tighter and go. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, right now, my feet are fine. My legs are warm. You know what I'm saying? I got enough warm weather gear where I got enough warm blood pumping through my feet, warming them up. My hands, on the other hand, yeah, that's another story. Either way, I'm going back to the drawing board. I'm figuring out what I got to do for my sleep system. I'm figuring out what I got to do for my gloves, and I'm figuring out what I got to do for my feet. You know, either way you look at it, don't know what that was though. Either way you look at it, I'm not crying, I'm not quitting, and I'm not going to quit, and I'm going to continue. 3 things in life you can do: cry, quit, continue. So, I'm going to do 2 of them. I was doing 1 this morning. Cry like a little baby. But I'm also continuing. It may not be the way in which I planned it to happen, but it's happening. And I got a chance to look at a summit. I got a chance to stay at a shelter. Well, not in the shelter, next to the shelter, because I ain't staying in the shelter. I'm sorry, I can't do that, because they ain't up to me. And I also learn a lot of new things. So, like Early Riser says, experience, experience, experience. And that's what I plan on getting. By the time I retire and get ready to hike the Appalachian Trail, I want to have as much experience as possible. Lighter backpack, not because I'm trying to go ultra light, but I want to carry the camera gear. Lighter backpack, lighter tent. My clothes I'm pretty satisfied with. They've done me well. The Columbia pants that I'm wearing, they've done me well. So I'm good with that. Clothes-wise, I'm pretty much solid. I may get a new raincoat, because this one may be at the end of this life cycle by the time I get it. Or I just might want a new raincoat, just period. But I'm not going to run out and get Patagonia because I can. You know, I'm going to get what works for me. I'm going to get what's tried and true right now. So, and that's why I'm doing this, to test out the stuff. So with that being said, I'm out here. I know I rambled on for a minute, but yeah. Alright, so I made it back to the car. Time now is 8:43. It was a good hike overall, but I'm really glad I decided to come back to the car and go home, because this is why. When I talk about equipment failure, the inside of my raincoat, it's frozen. Now, I think I might have gotten that last night, but when I threw it, no, because when I threw it on, it wasn't this bad off. You know, luckily, I wasn't wearing down. I wear polyester, this Columbia jacket right here with the Omni Heat technology. So big ups to you, Columbia, because I did not die today. But yeah, I'm gonna throw that in the back of the car, let it dry out, let it air dry, do its thing. And that raincoat has done wonders for me in the past. So it just lets you know how cold it is out here. This, like, it's stiff. Like, the raincoat's like stiff. Look at that, like literally stiff. So what that tells me is that this is good for springtime, but when it comes down to winter, I need a whole nother coat. So yeah, I didn't do the hike I wanted to do, but I learned a lot about myself, and I learned a lot about my gear, and I'm satisfied with that. I can walk away, you know, tip my hat down, and know that I gain experience off this. And I want everyone that's out there that's looking at this and that's never done winter backpacking, that's thinking about doing winter backpacking, learn from my mistakes. Because you got a lot of people out there that, a lot of YouTubers, they do it right. You know what I'm saying? They're out there, they're like, oh, I got this worked perfectly, or, you know what I'm saying? But how often do you see a YouTuber fail and that's willing to show his mistakes so you can learn from it? That's the experience part, you know? And man, it's so cold. Like, I'm literally, I can see the steam come from my body because the sun's hitting me right now. Like, if you can't see that, can I see it? No, I can't even see it in the camera. Like, the steam's coming up. But anyway, I got sidetracked. Learn from this. Remember, there's 3 things in life you can do. You're going to do 2 out of 3. Cry, quit, continue. I was whining this morning, so I considered crying. I continued because part of me was like, I can do this, and plus I saw the sun coming up. And but I didn't quit. I'll stay on postponing the trail that's behind me. I'm gonna get up there. I'm gonna get up there. I'm gonna get up there, and that's gonna be my hike. That's literally gonna be my hike. That's my Achilles heels right there. That's my challenge. If anything else, I'm gonna get right up there. This coastal boy that all it does is backpack in the swamp is gonna get up there. I guarantee you. Guarantee you. With that being said, let me get out of here. I'm starving. Eat some of the food in my pack. And have a good day. Yeah, it's a good day. Thanks for following me in this journey. I'm Papa Bear, y'all. And you know how it is. So go hike yourself, and I can't wait to see you outdoors. That's about right. That's about right. Out there.